Theory of public goods. Theory of public goods provide a rationale for the allocation function of public policy. Public goods exhibit the features of non-excludability and non-rivalry. In the provision of public goods, private market fails to utilize resource efficiently. Public goods are also closely associated with the free rider problem, in which public goods are also closely associated with the free rider problem, in which people do not pay for the good and may continue to access it, which results in underproduction, overconsumption, and degraded goods, and hence government intervention is required. The problem then is how the government should determine how much of such goods are to produce and allocated. The difficulty lies in deciding the types and quality of a public good that should be supplied and how much a particular consumer should be asked to pay. In case of private goods, consumers pay for the benefits received, but the problem in case of public goods is how these benefits are valued. Individual consumers have no reason to reveal the government how highly they value the public goods. To serve an effective mechanism of preference revelation, voting process on tax expenditure decisions could be taken. Voters are confronted with a choice among budget proposals which carry a price tag in terms of their own tax contribution. However, the political mechanism is imperfect and can also appropriate what would be the optimal budget choice. To explain the preference revelation, there are two theories in public finance. Number one, ability theory and the benefit theory. The benefit theory has a modern variety that is known as the voluntary exchange theory. Theory of public goods provides a rationale for the allocation for the allocation function of public policy. Public goods exhibit public goods exhibit the features the features of non-excludability, excludability, and non-rivalry. Non-rivalry. In the provision of in the provision of public goods, in the provision of public goods, private market fails to utilize fails to utilize fails to utilize resources efficiently. Efficiently. Public goods are also public goods are also closely associated with the free rider. Free rider. Free rider problem. In which people do not pay. People do not pay for the good. हाँ, क्या? फिर बुलावे क्या? मम्मी से बात करो आप। लगा के बात कर लो। Do not pay for the pay for the good. And may continue and may 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 continue to access to access it, which results which results in underproduction, in underproduction, overconsumption, overconsumption, and degraded goods, and hence government intervention, government intervention is required. The problem then is the problem then is how the government the government should determine should to determine how much of how much of such goods such goods how much of such goods are to be produced, goods are to be produced and allocated and allocated The difficulty lies the difficulty lies in deciding, lies in deciding the type and quality, the type and quality of a public good, of a public good that should be supplied, that should be supplied, and how much, and how much a particular consumer should be asked should be asked to pay. In case of private goods, in case of in case of private goods, consumer pay, consumer private goods consumer, private goods consumer pay for the benefit, consumer pay for the benefit, benefit, received, but the problem, but the problem in case of public goods, public goods is how this benefit is how these benefit, how these benefits are valued. Valued. Individual consumers individual consumers have no reason, no reason to reveal no reasons to reveal to the government, to the government how highly, how highly they value the public goods. To serve as an effective mechanism to serve as effective mechanism of preference, revelation, revelation, voting process, voting process on tax and expenditure, on tax and expenditure, tax and expenditure, decisions, decisions could be taken could be taken. Voters are confronted. Voters are voters are confronted. Voters are confronted voters are confronted with a choice. With a choice among budget proposal, among budget proposal which carry a price, which carry a price tag in terms of their own tax contribution of their own tax contribution. However, however, the political mechanism, the political mechanism, political mechanism The political mechanism is imperfect. Is is imperfect and can only and can only approximate 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 what would be what would be the optimal budget choice would be the optimal budget choice. Optimal budget optimal budget choice. To explain preference revelation, to explain preference revelation, there are two theories. There are two theories in public finance literature. Public finance literature. The ability to pay theory, the benefit theory developed by Eric Lindahl. The benefit theory has a modern variety, has a modern variety which is known as the voluntary exchange. Voluntary exchange theory. Thus, we come to the conclusion. Thus, we come to the conclusion that the theory of public goods provides a rationale for the allocation function of public policy. Public goods exhibit the features of non-excludability and non-rivalry. In the provision of public goods, private market fails to utilize resources efficiently. Public goods are also closely associated with free riders problem, in which people do not pay for the good and may continue to access it, which results in underproduction, overconsumption, and degraded goods, and hence government intervention is required. The problem then is how the government should determine how much of such goods are to be produced and allocated. The difficulty lies in deciding the type and quality of public goods that should be supplied and how much a particular consumer should be asked to pay. In case of private goods, consumers pay for the benefit received. But the problem in case of public goods is how these benefits are valued. Individual consumers have no reason to reveal to the government how highly they value the public goods. To serve as an effective mechanism of preference revelation, voting process on tax and expenditure decisions could be taken. Voters are confronted with a choice among budget proposals which carry a price tag in terms of their own tax contribution. However, the political mechanism is imperfect and can only approximate what would be the optimal budget choice. To explain the preference revelation, there are two theories in public finance literature. The ability to pay theory, and second is the benefit theory, which was developed by Eric Lindahl. The benefit theory has a modern variety, which is known as voluntary exchange theory. You will be surprised to note that in BPSC examination for assistant GST commissioner post, Bihar Finance Service, this question was asked: voluntary exchange theory of taxation. Those students who have read extensively, they know that the voluntary exchange theory is modern version of benefit theory of taxation. We all know that Adam Smith in his book, An Inquiry into the Nature and Causes of Wealth of Nations, published in 1776, he said at that time that tax according to a benefit and tax according to ability, he has pointed out in his public finance section of analysis under Wealth of Nations. So, consumer may pay tax on the basis of his own ability to pay. How can we measure ability to pay? Ability to pay may be measured directly by your income, by your wealth and property, and by how much you consume. If you are flying through aircraft, moving from one country to another, and you can say that I have no income, this is absurd, because ticket in aeroplane you have purchased, this shows the quality. If you are member of a very high variety club, and you pay their high amount of dollar for membership, then it is so that you are rich. You have you have many houses in your name. If you have one house in your name, this is minimum requirement. But if you have 2, 3, 4 many houses, then it is luxury. Then it is wealth, and you are supposed to pay wealth tax. So there are many methods to find out who is rich and who is poor and who is middle class income group. Everyone has to pay tax. Poor pay GST. Rich pay income tax plus GST. Therefore, rich pay more than what poor pay. Middle income group also pay income tax plus they pay GST. So the burden of tax must be distributed upon different taxpayers on the basis of income or on the basis of benefit received from the public goods. That's all. Like it, subscribe it, and follow the next topic which I will discuss on Lindahl model, Eric Lindahl model, and other ability to pay in next classes. Thank you very much for watching this video. Subscribe it and write at least in one line comment that you are satisfied with the analysis, how far you want to be more from me. Thank you.